It's sad when fans have to say goodbye to their favorite actors. But it's even worse if the reason for that actor walking away from Hollywood is something as evil as sexual harassment. Now, if you thought that this sort of thing only happens in third world film industries, then you'd better think again. In Hollywood, those who call the shots sometimes make sexual advancements towards actors and actresses. And in many cases, those who refuse these advancements are either denied roles or are forced to leave the industry as a whole. That was the case with Grace Van Dien, as she has finally revealed why she quit acting.
He hired a girl that he was sleeping with, and then he had her ask me to have a threesome with them. So, that's my boss.
Grace Van Dien, who plays a major role in Stranger Things, said she quit the industry when a film producer approached her with the idea of having a threesome. The 27-year-old actress, who portrayed Chrissy Cunningham in the Netflix series, has now moved on to other things that she says would give her peace of mind. Specifically, she has switched careers and is now a Twitch broadcaster. After the encounter on one of the final movies she starred in, she stated she refused jobs because a male producer had urged her to sleep with him and his partner. Unfortunately, Grace Van Dien has not revealed who this male producer is. But I'm sure fans will be hoping she does so soon. If not for anything else, at least to deter others in powerful positions from doing the same thing. In an internet video this week, Grace revealed, "He hired a female that he was sleeping with, and then he had her ask me to have a threesome with them. I didn't agree to it, and it made me so sad that I cried." GVD also says that she's turned down several other jobs because the producers wanted to sleep with her in exchange for the roles. All that has pushed her into being a full-time Twitcher. Some concerned fans have asked GVD how twitching has helped improve her mental health. And in response, the former actress said, "To put it simply, I don't have to go anywhere, and my employer never makes sexual advances towards me while I'm at home. That's why it's good for my psyche to do this." When asked about who the Randy filmmaker was, Grace responded by saying she had reported the matter to her superiors. She also said she feels she handled the situation correctly. Another cast member, she said, was present at the time she made the report, and she asked herself, "Did I just hear that correctly?" To sum it all up, GVD says the whole experience was dreadful, and she hopes she'll never have to deal with such harassment again. To make sure she distances herself from Hollywood, the Stranger Things star said, "That's why I'm going to stick with streaming for a little while, and I hope that doesn't throw a huge wrench in my future acting plans. But I'm happy here." So far, so good for Grace, as twitching seems to be working out well for her. She has amassed a massive following of 293,000 plus viewers on the live gaming streaming platform. And with her recent confession as to why she left Hollywood, we can only expect that her followership will grow exponentially. In the meantime, the location of the alleged misconduct has not been disclosed. But her most recent filmography includes the horror flick Alaska and the comedies Roach and Silver Star, both of which haven't even been launched yet. So is it possible that it was while filming any of these that the wayward producer made the sexual advance? Who knows? Except GVD, of course. This news follows rumors that the cast of Stranger Things will receive a substantial raise in preparation for the show's 5th and final season. Puck News reports that the cast has been split into 2 tiers, with Winona Ryder and David Harbour earning a staggering $9.5 million for the whole season. For the last season, the show's younger stars have been placed in a separate tier with lower pay, albeit still considerable. DailyMail.com has gotten in touch with Ryder, Harbour, and Netflix reps to learn more about these recent fascinating events. And according to reports, Ryder and Harbour are now making far more than they did in the show's 4th season. In that season, the stars of Edward Scissorhands and Hellboy each earned about $350,000 per episode. This racks up to a total of about $2.8 million per season. Actors Finn Wolfhard, Caleb McLaughlin, Gaten Matarazzo, and Noah Schnapp, who all came out as homosexual on Thursday, are reportedly in a lower pay bracket, according to the publication. During Season 5, the actors who played the original group of 4 pals would be paid $7 million each, a huge increase from Season 1's $25,000 per episode. So, who really are the producers and filmmakers that have driven Grace Van Dien out of Hollywood? Could they be among the ones she's accusing of making sexual advances towards her? She did say this whole sexual harassment thing started recently, so it's possible that one of her first experiences could have come from any of her movies between 2020 and 2023. In between this time, she had done films like V for Vengeance in 2022 and Lady Driver in 2020. The truth is, we can guess all we want, but the surest way to find out who these oppressive movie directors and producers are is for Grace Van Dien to give us names. In relation to sexual harassment, GVD is not the only actress who has had to deal with pressure from producers. Jenna Malone, an actress, recently admitted on Twitter that she suffered while filming The Hunger Games. The 2013 film Hunger Games: Catching Fire was the actor's debut in the franchise. She had this to say regarding the incident: "I was going through a bad breakup and was also by someone I had worked with. But I was so full of gratitude for this project, the people I became close with, and this amazing part I got to play." Malone went on, "A whirlwind of feelings I'm just beginning to make sense of. Sadly, it's associated with a horrible experience in my life. Nevertheless, that's just the wildness of life." She also urged her fans to learn to coexist with disorder and order, beauty and turmoil. Furthermore, she claimed that the process of restorative justice has helped her recover and learn how to forgive the offender and move on with her life. The stepmom star did admit that because of the nasty experience, it's been hard to talk about the Hunger Games. She says she's experiencing the sharpness of this point in time, but that she's ready to go through it and regain the joy and sense of accomplishment she once felt. Jenna Malone went on to declare her support for anyone who is facing the same predicament in life, whether in Hollywood or elsewhere. She said she'd like to make it clear that she's always available for anyone who needs to unload, share, or otherwise explore the unexplored parts of themselves. Malone went as far as asking her fans to send her a direct message if they needed somewhere to vent in confidence. A fan who commented after her testimony was enraged that her attacker got to walk away with no ramifications. Malone responded, "That's not true. I employed restorative justice in order to promote reconciliation, responsibility, and development between us." Although she did admit that the process was challenging for her, however, she claims that it helped her overcome the most trying aspects of the experience. Malone went on to say that she didn't name the offender because she didn't fully believe that the criminal justice system could completely restore her healing. She also cited cancel culture as another reason why she doesn't want to make the perpetrator's name known to the public. Strange.